I am Quo, and I greet you in the love and the light of the Infinite One, the Creator of all that there is. We trust that all can hear this instrument's voice. We find this instrument to have a low supply of energy this evening, and so are attempting to conserve by speaking in a quiet voice. It is most pleasurable to be able to speak with you, and we thank you for calling us to you this evening. It is but a moment for us to move through the densities to you, yet in terms of novelty of experience, the moment is momentumous for us experiencing third density through third density senses as you share them with us is a marvelous, beautiful thing. We thank you for offering us this service, and we hope we can inspire you in some way with what we say. All topics are a challenge in one way or another. A query from the group concerning the validity of an inspired set of writings certainly has a challenge for us, as we do not wish to seem to judge any source. You must understand that we are offering information to you through an instrument. There was a source offering the one you know as Nostradamus information. It came through him, and this entity recorded it. It may aid in your evaluative processes to regard this very devout person as the same kind of instrument as the entity who is channeling our words. The information is for you to use in order to effect the most spiritual progress. Each individual finds its own aids towards that task. Those things that you find helpful may mean nothing to another. Prophecy may inspire one and leave another with a cold heart and an indifferent curiosity. We hope that these comments aid you in the subjective evaluation of data concerning some aspects of the mystery which surrounds those things which you seem to know within the illusion. It is, of course, to the mystery that you will turn. That is why you have gathered this evening in light to seek the truth. Would you have done so had you thought that all that you perceived was so, and form the sum total of all that needs to be known of ultimate causes? We move now to discussion of prophecy from the point of view of subjectivity versus objectivity. Begin with the original thought, the unified, ceaselessly eternal, all-encompassing thought that created all that there is, created all that is to become, and yet remains uncreated. The Logos, love, has no mate but the divine spirit of free will, and its creations are of itself. Thus, each portion of the creation is a hologram of love. Each portion of each illusion contains within it all that there is, all truth, all wisdom, and all understanding. Is it any wonder, then, that there is a marvelous amount of redundancy within the objects which make up your illusion? Is it any wonder that the energies of the atomic mimic in miniature the very visible heavenly arrangements of planets, solar systems, and galaxies? And is it any wonder that there should always be occult or hidden knowledge of future disaster or a global war in days which are in your past, worldwide proportions? For you see, my friends, each of you has an illusion within your consciousness. The illusion to which you are led by the chemicals and the liquids of your heavy physical body. It is designed that one day you shall drop this body and your consciousness shall once again take wing and move into a more light-filled body. This is known as the physical death. Subjectively, it is inevitable that the illusion which repeats and repeats patterns within the subjective self should repeat the death experience. We are attempting to say some rather subtle things. Let us briefly recapitulate. We are attempting to say that your discriminative powers are being underrated by questioners who believe another's work over their own. We have no biases, and therefore we do not speak. Were we biased, we might speak. The more we are biased, the more surely we would share our opinions with you. And yet, would you wish to take on faith the biased opinion? We ask you to take responsibility for the information which you assimilate. Digest it well, excreting those things which you do not find spiritually inspiring, and pursuing with a lively curiosity and interest those things which speak to you of mystery. Attempt to be swayed only on interesting technical points, shall we say, by anyone. Allow yourself to be swayed by anyone who can help you. Frame your questions better, but reserve your own right to perceive the information which comes when questions are asked. Reserve for yourself the right to choose that which feels inspiring to you, for the search for truth is not a cold building up of facts, but a journey to the heart. As you live in your head, so you die to the passion that can burn within you, to the joy that can leap from your heart at simple things. If prophecy is to be inspiring, let its vision make you rejoice at that which is to come. Or pray and offer yourself in dedication for any event you feel may come, which may be sad. Remember also to take yourself seriously enough to realize that this creation is more and more created by you as co-creator. For during the third density, man becomes more and more the true captain of the craft, which is her consciousness, becoming more and more self-conscious, self-aware, self-sensitive, and aggressive towards the environment which previously had been molded by love alone. More and more, the third density illusion becomes a metaphor for the self, as you subjectively see yourself to be. Thus, at this point in your third density, as it moves into fourth, you find yourself at bitter odds, torn between compassion and comfort, between patriotism and peace, between love and anger. And your creation is reflecting this. Nothing shall be so crushing to your physical being as your own death. Nothing shall be more liberating. And so you have the subjective model for the new age. My friends, it is no more, no less, than the larger life which awaits as you move through the gates of death of your physical body and are able to release it and transform your consciousness into that of a more light-filled being. In conclusion, we would say that your planet is indeed in travail, and is in the middle of an ice age, has the potential for moderate destruction over a fairly lengthy period of approximately one of your centuries, or a much shorter period of extreme trauma. We will not give you the odds, as they change constantly. However, we would say that it appears that many who dream struggle now to awaken. There is more movement in consciousness upon your planet at this time than any time since we have been working with your peoples. We do not despair, but hope, for there is a substantial reward for practicing the facility of hope and faith. Remember that all is subjective. Your consciousness is greater than that of the planet in its delineation and fastidiousness of character, and that which man wishes the environment, the creation about man, will reflect. The facility of hope, of faith, and positive outcomes will create enough light to vitalize a great deal that is now broken. Each time you send light to that entity who loves you, whom you call Earth, the Earth changes. The question was a simple one, and we have commented on Nostradamus. However, my friends, we hope that we have turned your minds to a new consideration of prophecy. One that offers you room for praise and rejoicing. As you mold your consciousness, so in echo will your growth mold itself. We greet and send love to each present, and would prepare to leave this instrument, thanking her and you once again. We would now transfer I am Quo.